This is Anzac Day Football, live on Mix FM. Taylor Toyota gets you motoring with finance and insurance. Conditions apply. LNCT 403. Hamilton versus Portland from Melville Oval. Hampton League Anzac Day Football live on Mix FM.
For Craig Williams, so let's hope we're still going then, and we can send 25% of today's quaddie to Peter Hurst.
Anzac Day football underway here at Melville Oval. That was Waters that got the handball out. Over there chasing is Jordan Murphy out of sight here at Melville Oval. Meets his Portland Tigers team opponent hard to the boundary line, and it looks like they're going to have a boundary throw in. So hard and tough out there early in that first play. And the big names in there for the centre clearance for both the Portland Tigers and the Hamilton Kangaroos. So boundary umpire throws it in nice and high. Good cut down there by Malcolm. Trying to chase it out was Ferguson. Intercepted there by Ferguson now, and he gets the handball out. Trying to look for young Feely. Couldn't quite gather it. Ball hits the deck. Here goes Dignan. Does well. Unable to get in there as Craig, but now it's out to Jarrett. High up and under kick to half forward. Douglas is a target for the Kangaroos. Good punch away by Van Houten. Half gathers. Tackle to the ground. Able to get the handball out. Good work there by, that was Mather for the Portland Tigers, and we'll have a stoppage inside the forward 50 for the Hamilton Kangaroos.
I'll tell you what, pretty tough and physical start to this game. Anzac Day footy here from Melville Oval in Hamilton. Huey Douglas is going to fly against Malcolm. Grabs it out of the contest. Could have been wrapped up. Umpire says no. It's been gathered there deep by Hoof. Quick kick off the ground there by Portland. Comes out to the 50-metre line. Gathering out there is for Portland. That is Matt Kelly. Gets a handball out. Been intercepted here by Hamilton. Great tackle though, running into open goal. Benny Malcolm's there for the Tigers, and they're going to get themselves out of trouble about 40 metres out from goal, and it is going to come through their captain, and that is Reece Egan for the Portland Tigers.
Good kick by Dignan, kicks it to half forward. Now he gets a teammate. They'll go inside forward 50. Caldo's the target. The big Caldo, big fly by Waldron. Well done there by Pepper to Murphy. He's across half back, straightens up to centre wing, just over the head of Purtill for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Chasing it now there was Egan, the captain for the Tigers. Gets it to Crane. Goes on the right boot, looking for Caldo. Good work there by Murphy defensively. He'll go on that preferred left boot to half forward. The target there is going to be Newell. Bumped off the football. Malcolm gets the handball out to Dignan, and Dignan will forward thrust the Tigers once again.
Yeah, nice little bit of play there by Dignan, just steadying the ship. Contest now right on that far outer side here at Hamilton's Melville Oval. Free kick's been plucked out, and it's going to go Portland's way. And it is number 9, and that is Matt Kelly for the Portland Tigers. He's got his hands on it nice and a lot early. Goes out to his captain, Egan. Egan just draws a player over the top, and that is Van Houten. Van Houten now from 45. Kicks to the top of the square. What's it going to do? First score of the game, and he goes through for one behind, and that sees the Portland Tigers one behind 1 point. They are leading Hamilton yet to score. We've played 3 minutes first quarter here, and that is on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Greg Kelson, you picked up anything early?
Well, we've had a bit of rain here, Matty, but I have noticed certainly the ball's travelling and the ball's bouncing okay. I don't think it's going to detract from the spectacle too much at all. No water on the ground as such, so conditions okay.
So Pepper tries to get across half-back, but intercepted there by Bunworth to Falcone inside, forward 50, snaps, good punch away there by Monaghan. Caldo trying to do the work, gets the handball out, ricochets off Monaghan. Now it's the Tigers, quick snap out of the pack, and it's going to go behind the post for a minor score. So the Tigers peppering the goals early, 2 behinds on that Shojin concrete scoreboard. They lead the Hamilton Kangaroos yet to score. 3.5 minutes. We'll go down to you, Blakey, thanks to Isles General Store.
Yeah, mate, thanks, Hilly. Yeah, bit of breeze here, doing all the attacking at the moment, the Portland Tigers. A couple of good young fellas there. They look pretty good. The big fella in the ruck there, Benny Malcolm, looks good, mate.
He certainly does. So free kick down there by the umpire, push out, and it's going to go to that big man, Ben Malcolm, who is a very, very good footballer for the Portland Tigers and has the first ruck duties for 2015. Goes down the line. The target's going to be a good punch away there by the Kangaroos, and that was through Mullendykes, Josh Mullendykes, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 70 metres around from the Portland Tigers goal. They're kicking to the Alexandra House end of the ground.
Beautifully done. The ball comes in now. Big crowd here at Hamilton's Melville Oval. Been scouted here by Dignan. Dignan on the right boot. Kicks to an open goal square. Player running onto it there for the Hamilton Kangaroos is number 71. I just haven't got that on my list. Wrapped up in a bone-jarring tackle. And the umpire says no. We're going to have a ball up deep in defensive 50. It is Portland doing all the attacking at the moment, Eyes.
Tell you what I've noticed already, Matty. Jake Dignan getting way too much ground, had 3 possessions already in under 5 minutes, and they're just giving him too much territory there around the middle of the ground.
Absolutely spot on, Eyes.
So here they go, the Kangaroos. It's going to be young Muhlendice with the football. Goes down the line, looking for Waters. Will it bounce favourably? No, it won't. It bounces out of bounds and we'll have a boundary throw in right on centre wing in front of a big crowd here at Melville Oval. This Anzac Day clash between the Hamilton Kangaroos and the Portland Tigers, 2 former compatriots in the Western Border Football League many seasons ago. So ball to be thrown in. Good tap work there down by Purcell. High up and under kick there from Mather. Punched away. Dignan couldn't get a clean grasp of the football. In there is Bunworth. There's a lot of youngsters working hard. In there is young Edwards. His tackle to the ground. That was Brett Ubergang for the Portland Tigers. And we'll have another stoppage right in front of Alan Blackburn, who's sitting right in front of centre wing here at Melville Oval.
Yeah, Blackie, all thanks to Isles General Store, mate. They're swinging a few changes early, both teams.
They are, mate. Yeah, a bit of movement through the interchange bench, but Portland is attacking.
They certainly are. They're going to go into attack once again. This time, Reese Egan just can't quite gather. It's been cut off there, though, by Ryan Newell for Hamilton. Umpire says, give it to me, and we're going to have a ball up. 50-metre line. We have played 6 minutes of this first quarter. Our Hammond League Live match of the day, all thanks to Warrnambool Jeep. And we must thank Clinton Bolsh and the team at Warrnambool Jeep. Hamilton now scouting the pack, going down the line. Just a kick over the top of the pack. And the ball's going to go out of bounds right in front of the commentary box. And we are going to have a ball up here in this first quarter Anzac Day clash. What's happening at the MCG, boys?
Yeah, we'll find out. Collingwood, where we're leading. We'll go around the grounds thanks to 1-3 Cavs. And it's 11 minutes into the second quarter. Collingwood 3-4-22 to Essendon 2-5-17.
Let's go up to Greg Miles now for his call. The first leg of the quaddie at Flemington on Anzac Day.
Guy Jackerman is the first to bounce out. Mahaney's actually up there second, and Bullpit pressing on the outside. They're in front of Mulaney, and next on the inside in fourth spot with Jabali on his outside. And there's we've got this going around the outside, and his stablemate Capset goes with him, charging up towards the leading horses, followed midfield by Welter, who's outside Jabali. A length and a half then to Roxburgh. Welter the inside, being followed by Santa Maro, Tantat Diamond, Redence Edge, Relaunch. Dubio 2 lengths away, up towards the turn, and Bullpit had worked to the lead. Capset strode to second, a half length away. Then there's a length and a half. We've got this travelling deep in the red and white colours around the outside of Mahaney and Jackerman near the inside as they corner in, ahead of Vuelta and Santa Maro out wider, and then Mulaney and down on the inside. Into the straight, Vuelta was next, trying to get to the outer. It's Bullpit the leader, but he's all out, heading to the 300 ahead of Capset Jackerman. We've got this, still hasn't been released on the outside, starting to close, and Santa Maro comes with him, and Dubio's right over on the outside. There's about 10 across the track here, where we've got this, took the lead at the clock tower from Santa Maro, but Dubio's starting to close rapidly. Dubio's found the fast lane on the outside fence late, and Dubio from last drew away and won it from We've Got This. Santa Maro's run third. Close up then Melanian, Roxburgh, and then Vervalicious, followed in by Welter, Tantat Diamond, Mahaney, then Relaunch, Jabali, Capset. Well back in the field to finish here is Bullpit Jackerman, and a distant last in it is Redence Edge.
5 the winner, Dubio for Nick Hall, 740 and 260. 10, We've Got This, second 150. Third 9, Santa Maro, 550.
Beautifully done, and we were alive in the first leg of the quaddie. Greggy, that's all thanks to Mickey Burke's Koroit Hotel. The Hamilton Kangaroos through Huey Douglas have put the first on the board. They go to 1 straight 6. They lead the Portland Tigers 2 behinds, 2 points. That's on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard.
It's a great start to the game, Matty, isn't it? Very, very even contest. I know Hamilton's got the first on the board, and but there's nothing, absolutely nothing in it at this point in time.
So the ball go to centre wing Newells. The target couldn't quite grasp the mark. In there is number 16, that's Nathan Lester, newcomer to the club this year, coming from the Southwest District Football League, and sees it over the boundary line for a boundary throw. I might go down to you, Blakey, thanks to Isles General Store on the boundary.
Yeah, Hilly, great game of footy, but I think the weather might be closing in again, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't get wet.
Stay down there, big fella.
So free kick's been found here on centre wing. It's going to go to number Jake Dignan. for the Portland Tigers. Good switch kick into there for a teammate in Haylock. He'll go inside, forward 50. The target, Moody, punched away there by Pepper, done well, and follows up with a soccer kick outside, defensive 50. Meets a hard bump to the line. Ball kept in. Good work there by Moody, unable to keep it in. The umpire said, no, you stepped over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
I'll tell you what, Moody and Pepper Eyes, Kelson, it's going to be an absolute cracking contest. Two young guns going at it.
Yeah, I know, and I've said it already, but Jake Dignan, look at him out there, boys. He's on his own. They've got to close down on him because he's causing too much damage.
Yeah, he's causing a bit of grief, Philly, that is for sure. Ball on that far outer side in front of the Shojan Rockhard concrete. Scoreboard goes out of bounds, and we are going to have another ball up. We've played 10 minutes of our Hamilton League Live match of the day. It is the Hamilton Kangaroos 1 straight 6. They lead the Portland Tigers 2 behinds, 2 points.
As we speak, Luke Ubergang, I'm sure, has been given the job, mate. He's gone over shoulder to shoulder with Dignan now and seen if he can take his infants off the game.
So Sam Quinn trying to get the ball out of the pack there. Good work there by number 28. That's Tom Feely. And a real up-and-comer for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Tackle to the ground. We'll have another stoppage on that outer side. But the Hamilton Kangaroos drew first blood in this game against their arch rivals. Tap down now to Crane. The McGarry medalist gets it to Dignan. The A graders working together. Lovely kick. And that was taken there by, it might have been Crane. It looks like it. He must have a lookalike out there on the half-forward flank, but Crane's taking the mark on the lead. 25 metres out, and he'll look to do the reply work for the Portland Tigers and try to get them back in front. He'll kick from 25 metres out. Luke Crane comes in, lovely kicking style. They like it behind the goal. He's kicked the first for the Tigers, and they go to 1-2-8. Hamilton 1 straight 6. 11 minutes gone on the Shojan concrete scoreboard.
Beautifully done. Let's go around the ground thanks to 1-3 cabs at the MCG. It is Essendon 4-6-30. They are currently leading the Collingwood Magpies 3-4-22 at the 15-minute mark of the second quarter at the MCG. That big Anzac Day clash, boys. As the rain just about comes down. Where's Blackie gone? I think he's gone for a little bit of cover. Where are you, Blackie? We can't even see you.
He's gone to the coffee cart, I think. Blackie, I'll have a cappuccino, mate. No sugar.
The Tigers now, they're going to get it through the middle of the ground. That's through Ubergang. Kicks are going to be cut off. Well done there by the youngster there, and Sammy Quinn for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Gets a little bit of 1-2 back. He gets it to Tommy Feely. Feely just a kick, screws off the side of the boot, and a nice mark's been taken across half back by the Portland Tigers. And that is Nathan Haylock. Haylock now coming down here in front of the commentary position. Big fly there. Well done by that man, Cam Mather. Good to see him back into a Guernsey for the Portland Tigers. And young Jay Moody sees the ball out of bounds. We're going to have a ball up virtually centre wing here at Hamilton's Melville Oval.
So we're on the attacking side of the centre wing for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Quinn trying to gather tackle to the ground by Egan. He's meaning business today, the Portland captain. And we'll have a boundary throw in once again. So those dark clouds here at Hamilton's Melville Oval, hopefully that rain stays away. So McIntosh in the ruck this time, does a bit of body work, gets the tap down to a teammate. It's umpire's found a free kick, and it's going to go to the Portland Tigers. Number 13, they've done a bit of number changing on us here.
They're trying to trick you, big fella, but they won't get you.
So they'll go to half forward. The target's going to be young Jake Edwards. Gathers well, gets the handball out, looking for Dignan. Falcone there to offering support. Works it back. Now it's intercepted there by the Hamilton Kangaroos, and that's through Waldron. Waldron, the captain, gets the handball, sells a bit of candy from 45 on the run, has a shot at goal.
I tell you what.
Oh, that's a wonderful Chiprock Plaster play of the day contender. Sold a bit of candy, had a shot from 45 and dobbed it for the Hamilton Kangaroos. And they go to 2 straight 12 on the Shojan concrete scoreboard. The Tigers 1-2-8. 12 minutes gone, Ice Kelson.
I'm not sure there'll be a better goal than that kick today, Hamish Waldron. I'm not sure his intent when he started to run was to go all the way to goals, but he took a bounce. All of a sudden it opened up for him. He thought, I'll have a ping here. 45 out, rolled through, and a terrific goal. Everyone could be handy, Matty, before this rain comes, because it's looking as black as the inside of a cow out there at the minute.
Beautifully done, mate. Let's go around the ground thanks to 1-3 cabs. Spook Shinnitz covering the Camperdown v Compton clash. What's happening up there, Az?
G'day, boys. It's just after quarter time. Camperdown 3-5-23 to Cobden 1 point. Camperdown had the win, probably a couple goal win to the town end in the first quarter. Terrific conditions down here, though.
Beautifully done, Spook. Let's go out to Terang Mortlake v Karook. Brendan Dobson covering that for us. Dobbo, good afternoon, mate. How are you?
How you going, mate? We're in 5 minutes into the sixth quarter here. Of course, up to a good start. The Castle Breeze in the first quarter took 5 goals to treat no goals. Present Croyd's leading 6 goals for 40, two behind 3.
Beautifully done. That is Brendan Dobson there covering that big clash between Terang, Mortlake and Koroit this afternoon. All thanks to 1-3 Cabs. We might go back to you in the studio. Dave Drinkle, you've got some District League scores for us.
Yes, mate. Old Collegians taking on Kalora-Nurat this afternoon, and Old Collegians getting out to a big lead at quarter time, 5-1, 31-2 behinds, but it's evened up a bit at half time. Collegians 7-1, 43 leading Kalora-Nurat 5-6, 36. Stewie?
Sounds like it's game on there at the Davidson Oval this afternoon. As it is here, the rain's starting to come down at Hamilton's Melville Oval. The lights are on. It's Anzac Day footy at its best. The crowd's excited and the pies and beers are going down pretty well, Trent Hill.
And they're looking for cover too. So ball's being tapped down in Newell, trying to get the handball out on that outer side. Working hard to get the football now is Hamish Waldron, the last goal kicker for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Still on centre wing. Ball in dispute. No one able to get a clean disposal. Waters working overtime to get it in his hands. He's come back from St Mary's in the GFL for 2015. High kick and a good mark. No, drop there by Ryan Newell. Now it's Haylock who's going to move it forward for the Portland Tigers. Moody tries to take the mark. Intercepted there by Pepper. Kicks to the centre of the ground. Ricocheted off the chest of Haylock. Now it's the Hamilton Kangaroos got a spare man in there. Huey Douglas, can he pick it up? It's just out of his hands, pushed over the line, and a minor score.
It just wouldn't settle for him.
Wouldn't. That wet football, making it hard. They go to 2-1-13, the Kangaroos. The Portland Tigers 1-2-8, 16 minutes gone first term.
And the nature of this ground, it's short from end to end, so the ball's travelling very, very rapidly, isn't it? It's only 1.5 kicks, really, to be out of the middle and to goals, and that's happening. The ball's moving very, very quickly, and it's a great spectacle.
It is a great spectacle at the moment. It's tough to see out of the commentary box because the rain's beating down, and I reckon these windows haven't been washed for about 35 years up here at Melville Oval. Any chance, Noah, you can get someone up here to clean them for us, big fella, because tell you what, she's getting very, very tough.
The Hamilton runner loved that. He's cracked up down there on the boundary.
And the changes are coming thick and fast. Has anyone seen Ellen Blackburn? Where are you, Blackers?
I'm here, mate. I'm in the box. Very nice in here. Hamish Waldron's just come off for a rest, mate. Yeah, going well. Both sides are really going well. I think Hamilton inside 50s is not many, so they got a good result for their inside 50s. And Portland had a lot of the footy. They need a little bit more on the scoreboard, though, mate.
Tell Hamish he's sitting right beside you. He's a fair chance for goal of the day, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon he run too far or not?
No, good goal, good goal.
No.
Hey, Blackie, now find out who number 13 is for the Portland Tigers. They've had a number change as well from the record, so...
Righto, Trent.
Here's Uva going for the Portland Tigers, inside forward 50. Can he take the mark? Yes, he can. The Tigers, I couldn't quite see who clinched that one.
Moody, our man.
It's Jay Moody. He's an excitement machine, the little man from the Portland Tigers. And he'll look to square up the ledger and make it 14 apiece. He'll kick from about 20 metres, slight angle, but this kid's very, very capable, Greg.
This kid's a ripper talent. I remember we gave him some fuel there, was it 2 years ago, if he's still using the same fuel, I reckon.
He might be on the P plates, the red P plates now, Jay Moody. From 25 out, comes in, beautiful kick at goal, and the little fella from the Portland Tigers kicks their second. It's 2-2, 14 apiece, the Hamilton Kangaroos and the Portland Tigers. 18 minutes gone almost in this first term on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard.
Oh, look, and nearly even Stevens in every department at the moment, Matty. It's just so evenly balanced here. A couple of clearances to each side. Been inside 50 almost the same amount of times. It's just absolute toss the coin here.
And what about Kieran Maher getting up in the first? Look at that quaddie at Flemington today, mate. He's on fire at the moment, Eyes.
Yeah, and it looks like there might be a fast lane down the outside there at Flemington, so let's just hope we're in it all day, Matty. That's all I'm hoping.
Beautifully done. The Kangaroos through Lester. That is Nathan Lester. Goes long looking for McIntosh. The ball's going to see it out. And this is going to beat the big man, the veteran for the Hamilton Kangaroos, big Jace McIntosh. He's one of the old stages. Let's go down to Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Isles General Store.
Thanks, Matty. Yeah, found number 13 for Paul and Daniel Jackson, Trent, so he's had a change in his number.
He's a Richmond man, isn't he?
He was an ex-Richmond man. We could have used him last night at Tigerland. But unfortunately we haven't got him. We're going to have another ball up here now, about 55 metres out from Hamilton attacking 50, and currently on the Shojin Rockhard Concrete scoreboard sees Hamilton 3-3-21 leading Portland 1-2-8.
So Malcolm now for the football in defensive 50. Maybe have been a little bit incorrect disposal. There's a heap of players getting around the stoppage here. Waldron working in hard there with number 28. That's Feely as well for the Hamilton Kangaroos. But it's going to be a free kick, and that's Telfer. He'll take it across half-back. He'll go to centre wing, but it's going to be chopped off there by Sam Quinn. He looks like a likely type there, Eyes.
Kevin Quinn, son of, I would imagine, and playing a great role, actually.
So,
Trent?
So Ubergang kicks it forward, just bounces through a few of them. Now it's going to be the young fella in Monaghan that cleans up. Now Pepper on the half-back flank on this broadcast side. Back to Monaghan. Goes down centre wing, looking for a teammate in Waters, but it's going to bounce over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Mather sees it over the line, and we'll have yet another boundary throw-in. The boundary umpires are going to be earning their worth this afternoon, I reckon, Eyes.
Yeah, both ends of the ground. It's ricocheting out of that defensive 50 so quickly. You can get a lot of run and a lot of drive, but both sides doing pretty well in defence.
Absolutely spot on now. And, Tommy Waters for the Kangaroos pumps him into attack, looking for the coach. Couldn't quite grab it, was Holt. Kicked off the ground there by Feely. Running onto the football now is the Hamilton Kangaroos. I can't quite pick up who it is, but it stacks on the mill. Umpire says, give it to me. And we're going to have a ball up 25 metres out directly in front of goal. And the scoreboard's been corrected over there, so it's 2-2-14 apiece. Marcus Lewison, let's get someone on that scoreboard, champ, because we can't be doing that all day, big man.
So ball still inside forward 50 for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Any Senate accountant stats Eyes are poking out early in this first term?
Not really, Trent. Three centre clearances to Hamilton and Portland's 2, and nearly even Stevens. I think it's 8 to 9 inside 50s. So very, very little separating, and that's why the scoreboard is dead set level.
Telfer now dispose of it off half-back, kicks it to centre wing. Murphy leading the chase for the Kangaroos. Overlapping handball looking for Quinn, just didn't bounce favourably for him. Falcone does a bit of hard work to knock him over. Murphy follows up but unable to keep it in, and we'll have a boundary throw-in.
I reckon the young kid from Hamilton.
I reckon it was a legitimate bunt there by Falcone. He's a hard player, and that's what he wanted to do, was to try and bump him off the football. So on half forward for the Hamilton Kangaroos, Malcolm got the tap down, but to no advantage. Ball punched away. Now it's going to go into the hands of Waldron, the captain. Ball now falls in the hands of Dignan, who's been prominent early. Goes down the line, and will it just sneak in? Yes, it does, and we'll have a boundary throw in. So at least they're bringing the football down to this broadcast side, Matt, to make it a little bit easy calling, but good work there by the defence of the Portland Tigers.
Absolutely spot on, Hilly. We might go down to UL Blackburn. The ball at the moment's like a bar of soap, big fella.
It is, mate. That shower we just had's made it pretty wet there down here, mate. I think still a bit of breeze there heading towards the Alexander House end, so Portland probably need another couple on the board, Matty.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, mate. The tap's been won this time by Hamilton. Here's the youngster in Quinn. Just can't quite grab that slippery football. He's running through the centre of Melville Oval. In there also is Murphy for the Kangaroos. He's wrapped up, and the umpire says, hold in the ball, son. Gee whiz. If you don't mind, that was red hot. And that is right on the quarter-time siren.